It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick.
Now, faking the give. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Back to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Panther first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area, you have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
What a pickup, a gain of 18, and it sets up first and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor Touchdown, Carolina. It's his third touchdown on the year. The extra point from Party is good. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Party now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here is Penix. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action now with Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they'll get him up. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll go. It's Robinson. Oh, big hole left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes
Jonathan Taylor. And he will go all the way. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Panthers. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Penix. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll run here with Taylor. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
72, go.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Ready up.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
Go.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Carty back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Penix. To the right side here, pass is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They run over center with Robinson. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. They'll throw. It's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Penix. He's able to keep his eyes downfield for the completion. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there and a 1st down. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Penix. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. So, after 2 straight incompletions, Here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. No issues there. This one is good. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty pass. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Flash. It's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on fourth down. To throw again, it's Penix. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Now he'll run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Generating explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground, is the goal of every offense, Mike. But when you're able to generate those plays with your quarterback's legs, man, that's an element that makes these offenses hard to defend.
Penix now off the bootleg. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll run with Robinson. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Penix. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. So these two teams take the long walk to... So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Leggett. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
And a good run there. Going to give him 5 yards. They go right back to Taylor. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Carolina. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his big tight end, Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Moody's extra point is good. And the Falcons have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one complete to Leggett. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready? Go.
They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, There's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to air this out for Davis. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here. They'll run with Robinson, and he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off